YouTube. Quinn Wade coming to you with that instant basketball analysis on the Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. And we're going to talk about how the Charlotte Hornets get it done. This time against the Minnesota Timberwolves, they win it 122 to 108. Minnesota goes to 46 and 32. They still can win 50 games, but they got to win all of them. And then 25 and 15 at home for the Timberwolves. They was at home in this game. Charlotte, 43 and 36, 22 and 17 on the road. Season series tied 1-1. Minnesota blew them out in the first game. And the Charlotte Hornets got this one. 29 to 21 first quarter, won by Charlotte. They lose the second quarter 39 to 26. But they came back very impressive and won the third quarter 34 to 19. And then they closed them out in the fourth quarter 33 to 29. Miles Bridges played a big part in that. 34 minutes, 25 points. He went 10 to 12 from the field. And he went 4-4 from three. So he did a good job of attacking the basket, not fearing anybody in the paint, and then also splashing in every single three that he took. Not only that, he made his only free throw. He had 8 rebounds and 7 assists. Stop him from doing this. I can hit you with that. Made sense for him when it came to passing and choosing when to score. He also had 2 turnovers, 2 offensive rebounds, and a personal foul. And he finished as a plus 16 and plus minus. Musa played 24 minutes. He had 8 points. He went 3 or 4 from the field, 2 or 2 from the free throw line. He was finishing real well around the paint. He's so athletic. He's so quick. It can be just that easy for him. He did have 9 boards. That was the most on the team. He also had 4 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal in the block. 3 offensive rebounds, 5 personal fouls, and he finished as a plus 9 and plus minus. Brandon Miller, 34 minutes, 7 points. He did go 3 of 15 from the field and 1 of 9 from 3 with some concerns, because you thought that if he keep shooting the ball poorly that they might lose because of that, because he's a big part of what they do on the offensive end, and he did take a large chunk of their shots, but they still was able to pull it off. That just shows you how good they are, and how well they have been playing on both ends the last couple months of the season, including this one. And then he did have 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, and a steal. He had 4 offensive rebounds, no personal foul, and was a plus 22 and plus minus. LaMelo Ball, 31 minutes, 35 points. That was game high for the Hornets, and he really did need to step up. Kept his teammates involved. He had 8 assists. He did go 13 to 22 from the field. That was efficient. And 7 to 14 from 3. They needed those threes to fall, and they did. He also went 2 of 2 from the free throw line. These are the type of games that he's going to have for the playoffs, because it's going to be situations where they take this away, they take that away. Can you make shots? Can you get to the paint? Can you get to the free throw line? Can you make the right pass at the right time? He showed that he could, but we haven't really seen LaMelo in the playoffs, and he's going to have to win that playing game to be able to get in with his teammates. And these are the type of games that when you looked at him in high school, and you looked at him overseas, and you looked at him as an all-star caliber player, and he became one. But, these are the games that we thought he can have. And this is why he was a high pick for that reason. And we'll see if he's able to do it when is the toughest and roughest time, which is the playoffs. He did have a steal and 2 personal fouls, and he finished as a plus 15 and plus minus. Con Knipple, 31 minutes, 11 points. He went 4 of 14 from the field and 1 of 4 from 3. But he also went 2 or 3 from the free throw line. He didn't have his greatest shooting night either. And like I said, it was tough for the Hornets to get good looks and to make the shots that they was able to get in general. But they stuck together, and they figured it out by doing other things. Con Knipple had 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. He did also have 3 turnovers. He also had 1 offensive rebound and 4 personal fouls. And he did finish as a plus 6 and plus minus. Grant Williams helped him out. He came in and played his role. Keep the ball moving. Push, run, hit the wide open shot if you get it. He went 2 or 3 from the 3-point line, 2 or 2 from the free throw line for 8 points. He had 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals. The 2 steals was the most on the team. He also had 1 block, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and was a plus 12 in plus minus. Xavier Tillman, 2 minutes, 4 points. He went 2 or 2 from the field. You're just happy that he made the shots. He also had a steal, no turnovers, no personal fouls, which was good. And he was a -2 in plus minus. Ryan Karpbringer played 16 minutes. He had 2 points. He didn't really get that many shots, that many opportunities, but he did finish around the basket. He also had 5 rebounds, and he also had no turnovers, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and he was a -1 in plus minus. Pat Connaughton played 3 minutes. He got 2 boards, no turnovers. His rebounds all was offensive. He had no personal fouls and was a -6 in plus minus. And Kobe White continues to play well for him. He had 17 points. You know he can get his own. You know he can shoot the wide open ones too if he plays off ball. He went 5 of 11 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. He had 3 turnovers and 1 assist. He had 3 personal fouls and was a -5 in plus minus. Josh Green played 3 minutes. He missed his only shot, which was a 3. He had no turnovers, no personal foul, and was a -4 in plus minus. Then you look at Zion James. Came in and tried to impact the game at a high level when it came to scoring. Didn't really get those results. He went 1 of 5 from 3, 2 of 7 from the field. He had 5 boards, 4 assists. The 4 assists was the most off the bench. He had 1 turnover and a steal, 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and was a +8 in plus minus. And then you look at the Minnesota Timberwolves. They gave themselves a chance, then they got away from them. No Anthony Edwards in this one, but Julius Randle stepped up again, played 32 minutes for the Timberwolves. He had 26 points. That ended up being game high for them. He went 9 of 16 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, 7 of 9 from the free throw line. He ended up having 8 rebounds and 4 assists, 5 turnovers. That ended up being the most on the team, but it comes with the territory of trying to score and create. He hasn't really been great at that in his career, but he's capable. He had 3 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and was a -17 in plus minus. Rudy Gobert, 30 minutes, 12 points. He went 6 of 9 from the field, 0 of 2 from the free throw line. He finished with a double-double because he got 10 boards. That's what he's out there to do besides protect the paint. He got 1 steal, 1 block, 2 assists, 3 turnovers, 4 offensive rebounds, no personal fouls, and was a -13 in plus minus. Mike Conley, 22 minutes. He had 11 points. He went 3 of 6 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He got 2 rebounds, 2 turnovers, a steal in the block, 3 personal fouls, and was a -4 in plus minus. Whenever he plays, he does give them spacing and decent playmaking and some decent defense. Didn't have a real problem with what he was doing out there. Dante DiVincenzo played 27 minutes. He had 6 points. He was the only starter to not score in double figures for the Timberwolves. And he went 2 of 9 from the field and 2 of 8 from 3. The 3 ball wasn't falling for him in this one. That's his favorite shot. That's what he's out there to do. And play a little defense. He had 2 steals, 3 assists, and a rebound and 2 turnovers. He had 3 personal fouls and was a -11 in plus minus. Ayo Dosunmu played 34 minutes. He ended up having 12 points. He went 4 of 9 from the field and 0 of 2 from 3. He also went 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and a -23 in plus minus for him. He scored, he defended, and he made plays. That's all you can really ask for him to be and do for you. Kyle Anderson had a good game. He played 17 minutes. He had 2 points. He went 1 of 3 from the field, but he still had 3 assists, no turnovers with a rebound and a steal. He also had a personal foul and was a -11 in plus minus. Julian Phillips played 3 minutes. He made his only shot. He didn't do nothing other than that. He didn't have no turnovers or no personal foul. Finished as a +6 in plus minus. Behringer played 3 minutes. He went 2 of 2 from the free throw line, made a free throw, finished with 4 points. He had no turnovers, no personal foul, was a +6 in plus minus. Naz Reid played 25 minutes. He had 6 points. He went 3 of 14 from the field and 0 of 4 from 3. He needed to have a more efficient game for them to even have a shot at winning this one. Couldn't get it done in this particular game. He did have the most rebounds off the bench with 7. He also had 1 assist, 1 turnover in the block, 3 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and was a minus 12 and plus minus. And then you look at Jalen Clark, 11 minutes. He had 9 points. He went 3 or 4 from the field, 3 or 3 from 3. He had 2 assists, no turnovers, and a steal. 2 personal fouls, and it was a plus 2 and plus minus. Terrence Shannon Jr. played 5 minutes. He didn't do anything for them in those minutes. He did go plus 6 and plus minus. Bones Highland played 29 minutes. That was the most off the bench. He gave him the most production with the 18 points. He also gave you 6 assists, 6 rebounds, and 2 steals in the block. He's getting better and better. He's filling out his teammates. He's getting to the spots. He's playing his role real well. He deserves credit for that. 2 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, and was a minus 1 and plus minus. Pullen played 2 minutes. He had 1 assist, 1 turnover, no personal fouls, and was a plus 2 and plus minus. The Timberwolves shot 46% from the field. The Hornets shot 49% from the field. And then the Timberwolves shot 37% from 3. The Hornets shot 42% from 3. And then 78% from the free throw line for the Timberwolves. They did take 23 of them, while the Hornets took 15 of them. They shot 87%. And then 39 rebounds for the Timberwolves, 46 for the Hornets. 24 assists for the Timberwolves, 31 for the Hornets. 17 turnovers for the Timberwolves, 15 for the Hornets. Both teams had 8 steals, 4 blocks for the Timberwolves, 2 for the Hornets. 13 offensive rebounds for the Timberwolves, 16 for the Hornets. And then 26 defensive rebounds for the Timberwolves, 30 for the Hornets. And then 18 personal fouls for the Timberwolves, 20 for the Hornets. The Hornets moved the ball well. They found a way to mix it up. Drives, kicks, dump offs, just getting out in transition when they could. And then LaMelo Ball led them with the playmaking and the scoring and just letting them know I can play this game real well just like the rest of my teammates. That's why we're winning games. That's why we're beating everybody that's in front of us right now. They're feeling themselves. They doing their thing, and they playing real good basketball at the right time. And that's something that we didn't know. We thought Charlotte would be a good team. We didn't know they'd be this good, especially because of the start that they had. It was proving us to be right. But as the season continued, they started to get more locked in. They started to get more focused. They started to care more. They started to hold each other more accountable. They started to respect each other more. They started to play together more on both ends and communicating better. And then the ball moving and the ability for guys to say, I got this, ended up being something that they needed to, and ended up helping them become a better team. Got to give the coach a lot of credit for that too, because he makes sure everything goes as it needs to, and he's always helping these guys learn. He's always helping these guys figure things out as he should. And then the organization for putting this team together, for giving us a beautiful show. I love watching Hornets even in the beginning of the season. I'm enjoying watching them still now. And the Timberwolves, they always been a good team for the last couple years. So it's just more or less what's really going on with them. I can tell you a whole lot of that. But since I make videos about them basically every single day, you already know how I feel about them. And on top of that, I do the rundown. There's going to be a rundown coming up next. So I can go more into detail doing that too. I give y'all so much analysis that y'all probably don't even believe how I be doing it. But got to keep it fresh. Got to keep it new for y'all. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share it, the notification bell to get that analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, man, with more analysis.